What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to take a look at an extraordinary video from right out here in Arizona. Young lady noticed something going through the sky, moving from north to south. Zoomed in on it the best she could. I went in a little bit closer. In fact, I went in a lot closer. And this little object you see right here does something quite unique. We're going to take a much closer look at that here in a moment. Also going to look at an article talking about scientists detect an unexplainable radio burst from outer space that repeats every 16 days. Goes on to say, for the first time, scientists have detected a radio signal from outer space that repeats at regular intervals. The series of so-called FRBs, or fast radio bursts, which are short-lived pulses of radio waves that come from across the universe. Back years ago, I noticed a light up in Hydra that was predictable. It would repeat on 3.5-minute cycles. But for a solid week, you could go outside between 9:30 and say 10:10 and look at your watch, and once that pulse started showing up, it would repeat on 3-minute and 30-second intervals until it disappeared. And it was red and blue. It was not a white light. But we're seeing some activity on the Schumann, and that's the frequency of Earth. You can find that chart here at the website. Schumann resonance tab over here on the lower right-hand side. And it seems like about every 24 hours, starting around 7 or 8, we're starting to see some activity, some sort of signals. That's why I brought up that article right there. We're seeing a interference or some sort of frequency amplification in the Schumann resonance. Saw it yesterday, the day before, and it was on there on the 15th and 14th as well. We'll see if it shows up tonight. If it's going to, it will probably do it within the next hour or so. Also, I've got a unique photo out of Lake Michigan. These are called ice volcanoes. It's a slang term because the lake didn't freeze over this year. During the winter, the lake gets slushy at times. Then when the winds pick up and there's sand dunes along the coast, it creates what looks like lava spewing up out of a volcano. At least that type of effect, if you can catch a picture of it. And sure enough, the National Weather Service out of Grand Rapids caught some awesome pictures today. You don't see these very often, but that's nothing more than slush from Lake Michigan that is being thrown up in the air from waves crashing into these sand dunes that are covered with snow right now, but those are definitely sand dunes. So a rare moment right there captured by the National Weather Service out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Ice volcanoes. I wanted to touch base real quick about Storm Dennis over in the North Atlantic. It did make landfall in Ireland, Scotland, the UK. It's still moving through the Denmark, Sweden area. Stephen P. out of Blackwood, Wales, United Kingdom, sent in some photos of flooding from Storm Dennis over in the Wales area. Look at that. That's his backyard. High winds. There were water rescues underway yesterday. I saw where several homes were flooded and damaged, power outages, just a huge mess created by Storm Dennis. And there's another storm brewing out in the ocean right now as I do this video, and we'll talk more about that later. I want to get to this video now taken by Rachel from Peoria, Arizona. Check this out. I want to show you the entire video as I received it. And here it is right here. And that's what caught her attention. She noticed that black object moving through the sky. I can assure you it's not a bird. It's not a balloon. It wouldn't be moving that fast and that direct. That thing is moving with purpose. Doesn't appear to be a drone, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not a drone expert. But this thing is moving what appears to be intelligently designed, or by intelligent design. Check this out. Let me stop it for just a second. It looks like some sort of a black object. Does not have wing movement. When I zoom in really tight, I go in even closer, and it's much more pixelated than this. I don't show that in this video presentation or any video presentation, but what I do is look for movement, especially on something like this that's kind of dark. Maybe it could be a bird or a large bird. No wing movement at all. So then I back out to a reasonable distance to where you got decent clarity, and on we go. So this thing's moving through the sky, trucking along. Rachel is noticing that this is something unusual. It's not a helicopter, it's not a plane, doesn't appear to be a bird because it's pretty far away. Check out what this thing does here in a second. Watch this. It's unbelievable. This thing discharges some sort of material and then takes off in the other direction. Totally bizarre. Okay, it's coming up any second right about now. And you're going to see that object discharge something out of the front of it. It actually stops. Look at that. Let me stop it real quick. This thing actually flips, does like a 90-degree forward motion, some sort of a 90-degree forward flip. That comes off or out of this object, whatever it is. You can see something right there that's discharged. This disappears on up into here, kind of stops in some sort of a loop, and then this comes back this direction. Unbelievable. I had to look at that. I looked at that multiple times. So here it is in super slow motion. I pause it. You're going to see this thing. This is frame by frame. See how it just like, let me back it up. It jolts something forward. Check that out. See how it's kind of laying this way? Then we're going to step it forward one frame. Look at that. It's like it threw something that direction. And it's got what looks like some sort of an energy field around it. That's how it showed up in the video. Once I adjusted the color and lighting a little bit to try to see what we're looking at here, just for visual purposes. I didn't alter the video in any way. That's exactly how it was. And this too looks like it's got some sort of reflectivity, quite possibly energy field, or that's light reflectivity. I don't know. But definitely something comes off of this object, whatever it is, as it's moving through the sky over Peoria, Arizona. And you can see here in super slow motion, that is definitely not a bird. There's no wing activity. I don't know how it's got some sort of a propulsion system on it, but you can see it's moving in a straight line across the sky. Appears to be dark in nature. Here it is again. That's in the position right before it lunges forward and something comes out and goes in that direction. Totally bizarre. I don't think the young lady noticed that when she was recording it, because that's why I shared it with you in the first part of the video. That's how far away it was from her vantage point, which is a pretty good distance, but looking at it from that far away, you know, it's still pretty good size, whatever it was. Don't know what it was, but it did look like it ejected something from the front of it. Pretty cool. Good observation by Rachel out of Peoria, Arizona. Got some fascinating sky phenomena to share with you guys. Peter R., not exactly sure of the location. Looks like the sun has wings on this morning. Get a load of that sky, would you? Unbelievable. It's like a giant bat over there. St. Louis, Missouri, Amanda B. Some incredible what look like railroad tracks in the sky. A couple of roll clouds that are laying next to each other in the sky. Deborah K. from the United Kingdom. Good photograph of the moon. Got a couple of good photographs of the moon in this video. I want to stop it here. You're looking at a sky map of the night sky, and if you're looking to the southwest, after sunset, you'll see Venus over in the southwestern sky. And Uranus is right behind Venus. It's kind of chasing Venus through the night sky, so to speak. And then right up here, up above Uranus, is Andromeda. If you have a really super good telescope, you can see Uranus in the night sky. It is visible. It's not visible with the naked eye. If you've got a good scope, you can actually record it, or at least see it. And Kevin R. from Denver, Colorado did just that. That is Uranus. Look at that. That is an excellent photograph and a small video clip of Uranus right there chasing Venus through the night sky. How about that? That is very impressive. Not every day you get to see Uranus like that. United Kingdom, Karen R. Orange and purple skies you're going to see here. Been getting a lot of activity out of the United Kingdom lately. Look at that, purple, and that's exactly the way I received it. Unedited. Look at those skies. And they're probably even more photogenic as Storm Dennis went through the area, and there's another storm coming behind Dennis that could be almost as strong as Dennis was. A lot of activity over there in the North Atlantic. Melanie Cranford Photography, Ormond Beach, Florida. Here's the other moon photo I showed you, and it is a doozy. Look at that. Excellent photograph. Wendy's One Heart World from Long Beach, California. Spectacular sky over there. It almost looks like a scorpion tail in the sky. Look at that behind the sun. Beautiful photograph coming out of Long Beach, California. Wendy's One Heart World. Manchester, United Kingdom. Frank noticed a double rainbow that went all the way down into the community here. You can see it touching the rooftop, it looks like, And there's the double right behind it. Dusseldorf, Germany, Rob H. More pink skies. This time out of Northern Europe. Don't see this every day either. This isn't necessarily sky phenomena, but this is a exceptional photograph from Floyd, Iowa, taken by Steve K. It's not every day you see the thermometer at 20 below zero. There's the 0 degree mark, and it's down at negative 20. That is bitterly cold. And that's from Floyd, Iowa. That was about a week ago. Windsor, Ohio. Joe noticed some color in the sky in the proximity of the sun. Peoria, Arizona again. Rachel, there's a still image of that very unusual object in the Arizona skies. Louisville, Kentucky. Jackie S. Noticed some sort of a unusual object all alone over here on the horizon. Near Louisville, Kentucky. Joe M. out of Arizona. Notice what looked like some sort of a pyramid triangle shape in the sky. Right out here in Arizona. Kiki from Colorado. Super long roll cloud. Very low to the ground. Holdenville, Oklahoma. Mac B. More purple and pink skies. Ricky B noticed a golden cloud out there all by itself. Ocean Isle, North Carolina. Perry got a pink sun sitting back there on the ocean. Great photograph. San Antonio, Texas. Gino noticed a couple of lights up in the sky here, or holes in the sky as he was kind of describing it. I'm not sure what to make of that, but definitely see what compelled him to take the photograph, as it just looks completely out of place. A couple of white dots up in the sky. Maybe it's some sort of craft setting up there. I have no idea. Jeff A. out of Anaheim Hills, California. Noticed some unusual orange clouds during sunset. Look at that. Those look like some sort of lenticular clouds. This is sunrise right here. Sun peeking up over the mountains. Great photographs. And here, put together a little video clip plus some photographs of these clouds that look like ships in the sky, and they're out here all by themselves. There is not a cloud in the sky in any direction for miles except these ship-looking clouds, and there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Check this out. He sent me a couple of photographs and a small video clip showing that these were indeed the only clouds in the sky. Look at that. Great job. You guys are wide awake and on the ball. Keep the photos coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I use the photos in a picture slideshow, just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.